Hi guys, my name is Debbie and I'm an intuitive reader as well as a medium here, and I'm here to give some type of messages from beyond. Hopefully this does help and resonate. Let's get into it. So, hope you guys are doing well. Do take the time to subscribe as well as smashing that like button. It definitely helps out with my channel. Oh yeah. I don't know the sex, the gender of this person here, but they were ready. They did suffer quite a long passing. This is something that inherited or had it from a young childhood. Oh boy. This sickness. Now, I don't feel that it's like cancer. I feel that it's kind of like got diagnosed with something and it damaged the organs throughout this person's life. But they were more than ready to go. Okay, they knew it. Now, I don't feel like they're a big prayer or what have you, but I do feel that they kind of wished this, okay, upon, not saying that they were suey, that they were suey, okay, I can't say certain words, I slipped up, but I didn't say the whole word, but yeah, so I definitely feel like they were ready, yeah. It was a lot on their mind here. It was frustrating because I feel like they couldn't ever have a cure or they couldn't get fixed. I feel that doctors were always prodding, picking, everything. But yeah, I feel like it, even though that they miss their family here on Earth, I do feel though that they were ready. And I feel like I do feel it's a male energy with two kings here as well. Must be a week of male energy of passing here. Actually, you got four. You got the King of Swords, the King of Cups. What else? Saw something else here. The Emperor here. Now you could take the Knight of Cups too as water. But regardless of sign here. But I definitely feel that they were ready. I literally heard it was cruel punishment, and I don't feel that there was a actual punishment per se. It's just a figure of speech, meaning that you have to live with something that there's really not a cure for, that you just have to kind of deal with, whatever that may be. I feel like I literally heard, I'm in my own home now. That's cute. I'm in my own home where there's no illness, that there's no evil, nobody's picking, nobody's prodding, nobody's, putting tubes or whatever, I'm healed and I'm happy and I'm with family and I'm with friends here, and he's very happy here. Oh, I like him. I feel like he's basically saying that, okay, so I feel like there is a female energy that really misses him, okay? But I feel like he reminds me of my dad. We got my dad story time. We got my dad a laptop computer, and he could check. He was into stocks, at that time. He's now passed on, for 11 years now. Wow. But my dad was always calling my husband, who was he actually went to schooling for IT tech. He loved computer, everything. But anyway, so, but yeah, this is what I'm feeling, okay, with that story. So basically he's like, I'm still trying to figure out how I'm supposed to do this with basically telepathic communication. He's working on it. I love that energy. So as soon as he figures that out, you will be hearing from him, okay? But in the meantime, just wait for him, because I do feel that I literally heard there will be a response and there'll be like this relief, knowing that it's him. Now, I do feel that there's a smell, scent, okay? Now, just to prime example, I smelt my, smelt. Is that a word? That sounds weird. I smelt my, smelled my husband's cologne. Okay. It's a different kind of cologne. It's not like your every run-of-the-mill cologne, you know. But yeah, and he always wore it, and it always drove me insane smelling that, if you know what I mean. But yeah, so I don't feel it's going to be cologne per se, but I do feel that he's going to show you that he's around in regards to some type of scent. Okay. I've also, and that's in the book too, different smells. Like I've smelled roses. I've smelled cigar. Oh, right in my face. There's a whole story about that one. I smelled that. But anyway, let's move on. Clarify that. I feel like there is a child. I do feel boy. Again, a lot of male energy this week. But regardless, I feel that he's reaching out to his son. And I feel that he's apologizing, okay? But yeah. And I feel like he does talk to him, the son. Ooh, ooh. The son, I feel, can pick up spiritual energy. Meaning, he knows when his father's around. He knows when there's a presence around. He knows that it is his dad, okay? And he does talk to his dad. And they have a good old conversation, you know? And the dad is thrilled that he could be hearing telepathically too, but that's wild because he's trying to figure it out. So I did feel this energy of, let me just get this figured out here. So again, I'm feeling, if it hasn't happened already, I feel it's going to go first to the son. He's going to try it out on his son if he can do it right with telepathic. But regardless, I feel that the son has a gift. I really do. That is cool. I'm trying to pick up, he could he's definitely senses. Okay, the son senses a spirit entity in the room. Okay, which is kind of wild. All right, I have that too. It feels like eyes are on you. You just feel a cold air. I just experienced that this morning, actually. Yes, I have my fan on in my room. It's pointed directly at me. But behind me on my right-hand side, I wasn't doing anything, and all of a sudden there was this extra Arctic cold air. It was, a fan to me anyway, is just pushing the hot air around in the room. It wasn't Arctic blowing at me. But this one side of a action here of cold air took place to me. So I do feel though that, and I knew somebody was around. That's that sense that somebody's around. I mean, of course, they clued me in by that cold air. And that could be the case too with him. But yeah, once he figures out things, there's going to be a little bit of a delay after he first passes. Okay. But he will start communicating, I feel, first with the son, because the son definitely has a gift. Okay. The son, I feel, is going to have this gift naturally. Okay, I feel like he's going to be able to display his gift in the future more. I just saw an interview with John Edward. Is it Edward or Edwards? I know one was a political, and one was, I don't talk politics here. But yeah, I saw John Edward in New Jersey once. It was really cool. His wife was actually sitting behind me. I didn't even know it until he pointed it out to everybody. So that was cool. But yeah, so those are the mediums that that I'm kind of like starstruck. I love that. I also met another medium. I can't think of his names. James Van Brogg. I apologize, Mr. Van Brogg. But yeah, and that was cool. That was in New York. So anyway, it's good to live on the East Coast sometimes. You get to meet all these medium, so it was really cool. But okay, let's go back to here. I feel like he's not going to be like that, okay, professional wise, okay, but I do feel that he's going to have, I literally heard side shop here. So kind of like a YouTube, could be YouTube business, could be a little shop, okay, and read. I feel like could have like a little mini office once he grows up and gets his own place, and have a mini, like a little mini office, okay, where he'll have clients coming in and he'll read for them, okay. But there is something that needs to take place here with money, with that Ace of Pentacles here. And yeah, I'm feeling more it's the office, especially with that Chariot and the Two of Wands. So there's action here in regards to a move when he's ready to move out. I feel like he's going to be able to expand this spiritual gift. I feel that that's being encouraged too by the dad, okay? Not that I feel like the dad is 110% in on that kind of, this kind of thing, okay? But he wants to, for him to achieve. Yeah, don't give up on your goals here. Absolutely, do the right thing in life. Now he's giving advice, kind of like the last gentleman. But this is a totally different energy is what I'm picking up. But yeah. The Sun is going to have some kind of difficulty, I feel, but nothing that he can't solve, okay? Just the Sun is a very much great thinker here as well. So make sure he thinks it. Don't be spontaneous here as well. I feel like the dad here does watch over his family, okay? From dusk till dawn. Dusk to dawn. So, okay. But, okay, so take what applies there, meaning that he could be watching one of you during dusk to dawn, and then, you know, the other family member from this time. Never heard that one before, but okay. I literally heard, I literally heard, regretfully have to say, to ignore the naysayers. So I feel like there's going to be some kind of person out there, mom, that is going to try to get discouraged by her friends, by more so her friends, I feel, than her family. But yeah, he watches all this like a hawk, you know. And I feel like he's defending you with something. So if this hasn't happened already, something will, I literally heard, take it down, you know. But I feel like there's a little bit of discouragement here. And, oh, I see. They just showed me an example. Oh, how do I put this without putting it in story time? But yeah, my daughter has a habit of doing this, okay, to me. She'll tell me something and I'll be like, you know, I really, you know, I would really love this. And now that's my new goal, you know. And she'd be like, well, that's dumb. Like, she'll totally discourage me. And I'm like, well, I appreciate your opinion, but I'm still going to do what I want to do, you know. But there are times where she really discourages me. Like, she'll drone on and on and on with me wanting something that's going to cost some money. She wants the money. That's what it is. But yeah. Yeah, she has, yeah, she likes to discourage me. So I feel like there's some kind of discouraging words for this wife from mostly friends, I feel. I say that because it's kind of like, what? You know? But don't listen to them. Yeah. The husband here is like, no, go for what you want, what you love here, you know? But yeah, that's going to still, it doesn't matter what I say. It's still going to discourage you. I get you, sister, whoever this is for. Yeah, plan ahead. If you have a goal, if you have something to save for, you know, don't listen to the outsiders coming in with their opinion. You know, I'm always open to opinions, yeah, but the bottom line is, do what you want. Don't listen to the outsiders, you know, as long as it's legal and safe, you know. But yeah, just ignore them. You're going to ignore them. You're going to ignore them, but it's going to affect you, maybe one night of less sleep, But yeah, just have a new start. Show that action. So I feel like don't let anybody hold you back with what you want to do here, okay, in your life, Story time, real brief. I had a friend of mine who was he was best friends with my husband. Our girls played softball together. My husband, of course, you got to get like approved, thumbprint, the whole 9 yards, which is fine. I agree with that. I'm a Libra. So you got to do the right thing, and everything was approved and everything. And these two were like really, really close because of softball. They got to know each other, that we went out, we hung out together at functions or whatever. But when my husband passed away, and I knew that it was time to at least start, I wouldn't say looking, but more accepting that it was okay to move forward again in my life, away. It's hard to phrase, you know what I mean? Of course I felt guilty, but I can't say that word. I got shelled in regards to a good old, did I say his name already? Good old Mark putting in his 2 cents here, because I would have covered up his name, but whatever. But yeah, and he just ripped into me. And he said, how dare you? How dare you move forward? How can you do that to Ken? And I got probably about 6 months, another quick story, but about 6 months after my husband passed, I got lonely in regards to not just missing him and my father, but it started to reflect on my passing of my son. And I took that hard at that time. So I got a tattoo. It's on my calf, and it has angel wings and his name, which was Jason. Yeah. And when I showed him my tattoo, he goes, "Oh, you're going to get the other leg for where it said with wings and say Ken?" Because that was my husband's name. Like, it was just sarcasm. It was ridicule. And it got me discouraged in, well, maybe he's right. It affected my mind, and I was mad that he even said something. That's the type of storyline here. That's the type of energy that I feel that somebody, it was a friend. I'm not really feeling it's family. I feel it's a friend that is going to kind of discourage you here to be able to move forward in something or save something to get something, and just get discouraged. And then you're going to think, well, maybe I shouldn't, you're going to lose some sleep over it. But then you're going to say, you know what, I'm going to do it. I'm not going to listen to people that are not, welcome. Their opinion's not welcome here. So, but yeah, not to sound mean or anything, but yeah, that's bottom line. Okay. But yeah, you do what you want. You do what you want, regardless of the guilt or whatever. But yeah, I'm not sure which was more classic talk. Was him ripping a new one in me by saying that I was betraying my husband by dating somebody again, or the whole tattoo thing, because that was painful. I mean, let's be real. I only have one, and that was it. But anyway, that is what I have. I hope that this helps. I hope it resonates for somebody out there. Definitely a lot of messages. I hope that it helped. But thank you all for watching. Don't forget to subscribe as well as smashing that like button. It definitely helps out with my channel. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.